What's up, guys? John here, and welcome to Baltimore Retro Gaming. And today on my way to work, I go the same way to work every day, but today, as I was driving down the road, I had to lock the brakes up on my car, and there was cars going everywhere. It's rush hour, but that's because I saw a box turtle crossing the road. And anybody that knows me, they know I'm an animal lover, and I'll do anything to save an animal's life. And I love turtles, so thankfully I was able to get the turtle in my car and drive it to a remote part in the woods where hopefully he'll live alive and free for the rest of his life. But yeah, I'm just saying all this to say, guys, if you see a box turtle in the road, save its life. It doesn't deserve to die and get run over by someone rushing to work or something. But anyway, guys, so in today's video, I want to bring you guys another shooter. And this isn't a traditional shooter, it's an on-rail shooter. And it's Panzer Dragoon for the SEGA Saturn. And guys, I'm infatuated with the Saturn. I've been playing loads of Saturn games. I mean, really, I've been finding tons of Saturn games in my area. I've been getting real lucky and finding some of those like crazy RPGs and stuff pretty cheap. And the shooters on the system, like, oh my god, they're amazing. But I've been bringing you guys tons of shoot 'em ups, or shmups as they call them now. And I want to try to bring you, other types of games. So, and I am doing a playthrough on Saga right now to do a review on it to let you guys know whether it's worth the crazy asking price or not. So I did think it would be fitting to do other games in the series. And, what better way to start doing that than do a Panzer Dragoon playthrough? So, Panzer Dragoon was a game produced by SEGA. Actually, SEGA, they created a team internally from within their company called Team Andromeda that was actually headed by a kid that was just, I think he was like 24 years old or something like that, straight out of college. And, those guys had their tasks set out for them because from what I understand, that architecture on that SEGA Saturn was very tricky to program for. They had the 3D and the 2D processors that had to work in parallel. So this Team Andromeda, they did come up with an on-rail shooter. It was Sega's response to Star Fox, which I actually just did a playthrough on. Actually, that's what made me want to do this video, and that was Panzer Dragoon. So Panzer Dragoon came out in '95. It was produced by Team Andromeda, an internal company for Sega. And I do believe that game was pretty amazing, considering the limitations of the Sega Saturn. There was many sequels. There was Panzer Dragoon, Panzer Dragoon 2, Panzer Dragoon Saga, the coveted RPG. There was Panzer Dragoon Orta, I believe it was, on the Xbox. And I'll tell you something you guys might not know. There was a Panzer Dragoon game that was actually produced for the Tiger R-Zone. Yes, the Tiger R-Zone, that weird helmet-looking portable gaming device that came out in the mid-90s. And I'm not ashamed to say it. Yes, I did have a Tiger R-Zone as a kid. Anyway, so Sega, they licensed a game for the Tiger R-Zone. It was a Panzer Dragoon game, although it was not produced by Team Andromeda. And a couple other little facts. There was a Panzer Dragoon, I believe it was a port of the first Panzer Dragoon. It came out for PC, for Windows back in '97. And then there was another port of Panzer Dragoon for the PlayStation 2, although it was left in Japan, it's import only. There was a version of it on the PlayStation 2 Ages 2500 series. Now, although I do own a lot of those Ages series for the import PlayStation 2, I don't have that one, so that's one I will have to check out. But anyways, guys, Panzer Dragoon, let's check it out.
Start. Dragoon territory. Proceed south.
All right, guys, that was Panzer Dragoon, or at least the first level and a half of Panzer Dragoon. I told myself I was just going to play until I died and reached to continue. And, I don't want to stop the game and restart the game at the beginning of the level with a continue. If it was one of those games where a continue lets you start where you died at, I probably would have done so, but I don't want to keep restarting the level. And I will say in my defense, my first time ever playing that game. So that was footage of the first time I ever played Panzer Dragoon. So, you guys copping or what? I mean, I do believe it's like a $70 game, 70-ish. Now, I don't recommend it at that price point. I do recommend it at the $40 or $50 price point. I do believe it's worth it for that type of money. And I mean, really, honestly, and this is just my opinion now, that game does not look as dated as a lot of games on the PlayStation 1. And I do believe a lot of people would argue me there, but I do believe that a lot of PlayStation 1 games, although I love the system, they do look more dated than a lot of SEGA Saturn games, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if it was because of the dual processors in the system. I have no idea. But I do believe the game looks beautiful, and it still holds up to this day. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for watching now. Remember to like this video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, peace out.